Hello guys, I hope you're doing well. Perceived cost benefits versus actual cost benefits. That sounds like a boring subject, but it's actually a fundamental subject, and you need to understand that to avoid to take decisions that can negatively impact you. Where do we start on that, right? So you understand cost and the benefits of something, right? The cost of something, the benefit of it. You understand perception, how you perceive stuff, and then the reality. So basically, for instance, if I have a circle with all the colors and I make it turn really, really fast, then the color will be white, right? White, you will see it as white. But so this is how I perceive it, right? But the reality is that it's not white, right? There's all the color. It's just that when it's turning very fast, it appears as white. So perception versus reality. So when you make a choice, it's important to look at the cost of what you're going to do and the benefits of it, right? But when you look at the cost and the benefit of something, it's your perception of it, right? It's only your perception. And I can influence your perception of things, right? Your perception of things can be influenced by me or other people. And the perception, and there's the reality, right? So I want to take I want to use an example. I will use the example of the vaccination, basically so-called vaccination during the COVID, right? So the governments worldwide, I've told you that the benefit of the vaccination is to be protected and to avoid dying from the virus, right? And then the cost, there's actually none, right? There's no cost to it. So basically, the perception of the benefit is high, perception of the cost is low. There's no cost, and the benefit is very high because I'm just taking that and potentially I can escape from a deadly virus. Now it turned out that 2 years later, the benefit was actually not that high, right? You saw across the 18 past month, the efficacy of this vaccine, so-called vaccine, going down, right? From 99 to, 60 or even no efficacy, because as per some recent studies, it's actually more impactful than it has more negative impact than positive impact. So benefit is actually zero, right? For it seems like. And then the cost, if you have side effects or if you have problem after you take the vaccination, then yeah, it seems that there is a cost to it, right? And it's visible in the statistics. So the reality of cost benefits is actually pretty different from the perceived cost benefits. And why is that? In this story, the government has tried to influence your choice by hyping the benefits, hiding the cost, and then getting you to perceive a high benefit, low cost, and going for it, right? So it's important. So whether or not you went for the vaccination, it's important to pause and really look at the cost benefits. And if you are not able to do it by yourself, then ask friends, families around you, what do they think about the cost benefits? And if you are still in doubt, because I do think that some of you were in doubt right away or after some time, just pause. Do not take the action right away, but wait to see if the real cost benefit starts surfacing. And usually with time, it will start surfacing. And this is what happened for the vaccination, right? You start seeing that the benefits actually not that high. The benefits drop to zero, even negative. and then the costs start climbing, right? So any important decision in your life, really look at cost benefits, write down what you perceive, and try to find what's the reality, right? The reason you do that, again, is to avoid to be negatively impacted by something you haven't seen. And if you can't make up your mind, but you know that this decision, let's make an assumption. For instance, you were making an assumption that vaccination will be okay, right? If you think that you're not comfortable with making this assumption, just don't go for it for now. Just hold on your decision to not go for it for now, no matter what happens, and see what happens, right? And yeah, I think this is the best strategy. So, because you are in a context of Great Reset, population control / population reduction, you've got a relatively small number of people who have an interest into influencing your perceived benefits and the perceived cost of things they will introduce to you, right? And in that context, they don't introduce those things to you to benefit you as a benefit for you, but as a benefit for them. So if you are in a system of population control and population reduction, you need to be extremely careful. For instance, the introduction of digital, them pushing for everything digital, right? And hyping digital, they want you to perceive a high benefit of digital, whereas it will actually benefit them because you'll be integrated in a system where you depend on digital to access goods and services, and that won't be a benefit for you. It will be a cost, clearly. But again, it's packaged as benefit for you with zero cost, basically. Adopt digital and then you'll be fine. Be careful and have a great day.